I don't know about you, but for me, it was a special day. Why would it be that so? Well, today I visited the Hollywood sign, and I interviewed a couple of people there. I was all day long there in the wild, and I decided to take one more trip to UCLA, University of California in Los Angeles. It was an impromptu decision, meaning I didn't plan it beforehand. And why campus and why UCLA? Well, what is this campus famous for? It is in the top 20 of all world rankings of universities. I think number 13 in the world for medical campus. Then it rates probably number 21 in terms of computer science program, and so on. Well, I took a walk here, and I totally love this campus. It gives me such a pleasant feeling. People are chivalrous, meaning everyone is so well mannered here, which comes as a striking difference with universities in my country. I'm originally from Belarus, Eastern Europe, and normally when you enter a university, the first person you can see is a security officer who demands your ID, that you are a student or a professor or whatever, which is like always unpleasant and not the best thing to do. So you have to show your ID, and if you forgot it or something, or for example, you're with your friends who are not studying here, etc. So it's not very pleasant. But here, I found that there are only chivalrous people. They're quite nice. Of course, I have to follow the rules, but for that, there is they have campus police. Yeah, and of course, if security is compromised, then they will wreak havoc. Meaning, there's going to be like a lot of noise and everything. But as of now, currently, there's no noise. It's very silent, a calm place, I would say. Why is that? Because probably most students are away, and normally everybody would study in the morning. I don't know how many students study in the evening here, but I'm sure that youth that comes from all places of the world here rejuvenate this campus. They give it new, like fresh blood. Whereas, for example, the universities in Eastern Europe, they have such stilted, as for me, image, like too officious, unnecessarily formal, and the culture of campuses in the US is, of course, much less formal. It's definitely not as stilted. For the whole day, I've been making videos, and now I find it difficult to make sentences, because giving away so much soliloquy is not an easy thing. I try to use different vocabulary, but it's not easy, especially if you do it impromptu. Anyway, I'm sure you have affable attitude towards my videos because you're still watching one of them, and you're not bored with my soliloquy. Well, stay affable, and thank you for watching. I hope my ideas do not appear nebulous to you, meaning they are a bit more or less clear, although maybe a bit stereotyped. Well, when you give stereotyped ideas, they might be not especially original, and make you a bit dull, stupefy you a bit, and that's why some students get bored whenever a teacher or a professor speaks. What I want to say, I hope you're enjoying the walk along the streets of UCLA campus in Los Angeles. And now, answer 10 questions, please. Thank you.